Hello, Meme 40 friends. It's been a while and I'm so glad to be back with the sunscreen episode. I love doing this video every year because each year there become more and more options for us to protect ourselves in the sun for healthy looking skin. So today I wanted to introduce a Korean sunscreen, and Koreans are well known for loving the serum-like texture of the sunscreens that are so famous in Korea. And then also a clean beauty brand that offers a BB cream that's a tinted SPF as well as a translucent one. So let's get started. This is the 2024 edition of my sunscreen recommendations. I'm always so excited to do this video because I really believe that protecting my skin all year round has really helped make it look a lot more healthy, but also feel really great too. So when I look for a sunscreen, my favorites are those that are slightly elevated. Now what this means is that in addition to providing a good shield and barrier against the sun's harmful rays, I want it to also feel comfortable like a serum and that it's so easy to wear, but then also give a little bit of more brightness and more even coverage to my skin. So in addition to those two things, I also want it to have high quality ingredients. I know it may seem like a high standard, but being Korean and 45 now, I really believe that a sunscreen is one of those skincare elements that should be present all year round. And since I'm wearing it every day, I want it to be something that I feel really good about. So let's get to it. Now I'll attempt to demonstrate how comfortable a sunscreen can be so that it'll encourage people who are normally not sunscreen wearers to get into the healthy habit. The first that I will demo is the Korean sunscreen. Now I started wearing the Derm skincare and my video is here, morning and night, to really heal and repair my skin. This sunscreen has been really great as well because it's so comfortable and it's typical of what you would expect from a Korean sunscreen. It's lightweight, it's amazingly flawless to the finish, and also it provides a good makeup base for those who wear makeup often. So I'm going to test this on one side of my face so you can see what it does for the skin. Normally I would do 2 fingers, but this is just half of my face. And I'm not going to fast forward the video because I'd like you to see how easily this absorbs. I'm not wearing anything right now other than brows and skincare. So after the basic skincare of toner, serum, and moisturizer, then I would just go on with the sunscreen next and apply it to my ears as well as my neck. So as you can see already, I'm not applying a lot of pressure on my fingers. I'm just gently spreading it across this side of my face. And you can see the glow. The glow is really something that I enjoy. If you are looking more for a matte finish and something that has mineral base, then stay tuned as I demonstrate the Shaklee sunscreen. But this is something that I really love. Despite it being a chemical filter, I think once in a while when you go on vacation or where the sun is the strongest, like let's say Caribbean or an island, sometimes a chemical filter is necessary to really block out and be that broad spectrum filter. So within less than a minute, it's fully absorbed onto my face. And I also feel that it's so comfortable. There's no stickiness, there's no kind of white cast, and that's really important to a lot of people. I would go on top of the sunscreen just to give it more coverage with a BB cream. Now, Koreans also invented the BB cream, so I think it's really important to acknowledge that it's not makeup, and so there's no need for color matching. It'll just adapt to the natural coloring of everyone's face, but just give it a bit of that tone elevation. So what a BB cream stands for is a blemish balm. So if you suffer from hormonal acne and you want to cover up, but you don't necessarily want to accentuate the acne with foundation, a BB cream is a nice alternative because there's no cakiness and it just looks like your own skin. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I definitely see the glow up on this side versus just my plain skincare on this side. And it's covered up a lot of my sunspots. Now, if I wanted to do a little bit more coverage, then I would go on top with a cushion. The cushion is also something that Koreans invented. And in addition to the formulation of what's inside the compact, what's important is the technology that's put into the puff, because this will make sure that there's no creasing and you get that flawless finish. So when I apply the cushion, it's also a reapplication of sunscreen because there is SPF in it. Very, very light pressure again, and then whatever is remaining goes on the eyelids and then the corners of the lip. But there you can see that the blemishes are effectively covered without looking cakey or too heavy. So this would be one of the routines that I do if I go away on vacation or the days that it's really heavy sun. So I think this is a great look for every day, but also the days that you want to sort of elevate your skin. If you're taking photos or if you're meeting a lot of people, I think that the Incel Derm routine is definitely a good one to explore. Next, I'll demonstrate the Shaklee formulation. So Shaklee is a clean beauty brand that a lot of beauty counter leaders have been testing on themselves and then also really loving. As you can see, my beauty counter facial SPF, this is my beloved, and I loved it because it was mineral based, so zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. So it was not only healthy for the skin, but it also provided that good makeup base as well. So I'm running really low on it and I was looking for a clean alternative. So some of the chemical filters that are frequently used in sunscreens are believed to be endocrine disruptors, meaning that they can go into our bloodstream through our pores and then disrupt the hormones. So for those who are worried about hormonal imbalances and looking for a mineral-based sunscreen, this can be a really great alternative. So it comes in two formulations. One of them is just a clear, translucent SPF of 30, and the other one is a tinted SPF. And now because I do want that elevated skin look, I'm going to demonstrate this in the number 1 shade, which is the fairest. On the days that I'm feeling a little bit more tanned or I want some more color, then I would go light to medium, but these are very, very natural looking. So they blend right into the skin, also without any white cast or looking cakey. So the active ingredients, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, they do not seep into the pores and go into the bloodstream. So they provide that nice shield, especially if it's non-nano zinc, then they will also not only protect you from the sun, but provide you with that health from within. So here we go. I'm also not going to fast forward this application video because I would like you to really observe how the sunscreen is easy to blend. Very, very light pressure. I'm basically just tapping my skin and it's not creasing, but it's providing a little bit of coverage. Now with this one, what I find is that it's pretty matte. So since I like that dewy glow, I still layer on this. So it's my Beauty Counter Sun Lotion, which has a bit more of that glowy shine. And I put that on underneath before applying this Shaklee BB cream. So that'll give essentially the same look as this side. So already you can observe this side's got that glassy glow. This side also has a bit of a glow too, but not as much as us Koreans would be used to. So those are just a few of my techniques. Shaklee is a well-known brand also for their high quality ingredients. I find that even though this is matte, it's not drying, so it still provides that hydration for the skin. I just need to mist a little bit more often during the day. But overall, there you go. It's already absorbed into the skin and It's again, that elevated look with a little bit of coverage, but not too much. So it's a step down from the foundation, comfortable to wear, but also you get that SPF. My skin feels really comfortable and it stays like this throughout the day. I find that the guideline of reapplying every 3 hours is a good one, and I try to stick with it either through a cushion or just carrying around this and making sure that my hands are really clean before I start dabbing on top. So this is buildable, meaning that it's not going to look cakey or very, very ghostly white, thank goodness. And so it allows for multiple applications throughout the day. Now that we're heading into the summer months, a lot of people are looking for sunscreens. And while I encourage people to wear sunscreen all year round, I think that in the peak summer months, the times of when the sun is the most intense and harmful has actually changed. So before, it used to be between noon and 2 o'clock, but now that window has lengthened from as early as 10 a.m. up until 3 p.m. The staple in our healthy skincare routine should definitely be a sunscreen. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and also let me know what you're using to protect yourself from the sun. I also like to wear a hat while driving, and such full coverage is really helpful in keeping the dark sunspots at bay. I hope that this video has been really helpful in introducing you to a few more good sunscreen options, and that you will stay protected in the summertime but also all year round. Thanks very much for watching. Give a thumbs up and see you next time with better skin. Take care.